What's up, fuckers? This is Three Stuff Guys, episode number 10. I am Matt Rudy, joined here by... Oh, geez, don't pause. Who's going?
Left
Cam Rudy. Bull.
Got it.
Alright.
Okay.
It's to protect our loved ones.
Exactly.
Fuck.
No one can ever decipher that.
No one loves Matt.
No, that's true.
It is true. Matt is the one that's lonely here.
It's true.
Shut it down.
Wow.
Started it off too depressing.
Maybe didn't start off with 8 fuckers. Somebody would actually want to be with him.
Find me so bad.
Okay, so yes, the mission of this podcast has now become let's get Matt a girlfriend.
Okay.
It is.
Or boyfriend. We're not.
No.
Matt?
Don't give Raphael any ideas.
Okay.
Damn.
Hey, you know what?
This is the trilogy. This is the third episode of like airing
Yeah, exactly.
that fool out.
Wow.
Damn.
Man, I can't believe he hasn't said anything.
He really hasn't. He doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he listens
You
anymore.
don't think he listens to it.
Probably bottling up that rage.
Yeah. So he bottles up those gay feelings that he has for
Dude,
men
remember that time he got like...
and Matt.
Dude, no, that explains why. Remember that time he blew bubbles on his PS3? He's like, man, like, he got so upset because, like, he loved those bubbles so much because he was so gay, but, like, he had to hold it back. He had to hold back that joy, and it just turned to rage.
Wow.
I think more realistically, like, he just wanted an excuse to attack me on my bed.
Probably true. That's probably true. Okay, well, I mean, we were going to have a theme for the podcast, but I guess the theme now is Raphael's gay. So,
And travel.
and travel.
Oh, travel.
Yeah, right, so we try and combine the two.
Well, we can still find me a girlfriend, though.
Oh.
We can still do that.
No.
No?
I gave up on that.
Oh, okay.
As soon as we
It's
mentioned
an
it.
impossible task.
It's a lot. Man, I know a lost cause when I see one.
Yeah.
We'll go to Italy and we'll find you something to fuck over there.
Yeah, that's right. You guys are going to Italy.
Well, that's the point.
Oh, wait. Before we move on any further, I don't want Matt to yell at us again, like last time. What did we have to eat?
Oh, that's true.
Well, all three of us went to Saltgrass,
Saltgrass, yes.
the House of Steaks.
Right, I had the wheat germ, but you guys had steak.
What's a wheat germ?
I don't know. It's something disgusting. I can tell you that. Actually, I have had a wheat germ, and it's not good at all.
Oh, what is it?
Oh my god, dude! It's basically like liquefied grass.
Oh my
That's
God.
what it smells and tastes like. And it's supposed to be, macrobiotic, healthy for you. And
Oh, I think I've seen those things.
Oh,
Like people
God.
drink them. Like
it's
they're
like little shots.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. It's so disgusting. Jill made me do it when she made me try and
Jill.
be vegetarian.
That sounds like a person that would make you do a fucking weed.
Jill.
She did.
Sounds like a bitch.
She was.
Holy-
But, yeah. So, anyway, yes, but at Saltgrass, yes, we did have steak. That was
It
quite
was
tasty.
delicious.
All three of us had steak.
All three of us, yet we all had different steak.
Yeah. So, who's going to start this?
Ooh.
Matt, you're up.
Okay. See, I had top sirloin.
Boring!
Bring
You had
your
top
A game.
sirloin?
Huh?
You had top
You guys
sirloin?
did have the
Yeah.
same steak.
We're the same steak. You said a different dish.
I'm sorry. Let me spice up a little bit. I had top sirloin cooked medium with extreme Doritos slammed into the center. No, I'm just kidding.
I was going to say, I didn't see that on the menu.
Like, that sounds delicious.
We didn't even go to Taco Bell.
Amazing!
Although I am excited for the new Toco Loco.
the Taco Loco, the Choco Taco.
The new Choco Loco Taco.
If they came out with, like, chocolate shelled tacos. Not the chocolate ice cream tacos, but, like, chocolate shelled tacos.
Now that would be fucking
That
disgusting.
would be so disgusting. But
It would also be delicious.
it would possibly.
It'd be interesting.
It should be a dessert item. They should come up with
Ooh.
something to...
Now, Jeff,
do on
you're
that side.
going into some dangerous territory here.
You know,
Ooh, you know what they should
We're
do?
not
They
eating
should
Taco
take.
Bell ideas.
They should take the chocolate tacos, right? The chocolate shell, and stuff it with those fucking cinnamon twists that they have.
That was what I was thinking, but
and instead of fire sauce, you drizzle like what is that? The stuff that goes on like cinnamon buns, like that.
Yeah, like icing.
Just that icing,
but it's still spicy.
But still spicy. Actually, okay, but you know, while we're on the topic of, let's real quick, let's just wrap this bad boy up, okay? I also had top sirloin. Matt, you had shrimp on your dish. I had mashed potatoes as my side.
Had a baked potato with just butter.
Just butter. I had mashed potatoes. They were garlic mashed potatoes. And I had I had a Coke. You two had Dr. Peppers. Jeff, you had
I had a New York strip steak, medium. I had a baked potato with butter and cheese.
Oh, and all three of us had Caesar salad and a lot of bread.
That's right. Lots of bread and Caesar salad.
Moving on.
Okay, so now that we're done with that.
This choo-choo train got to check on.
We're going to make this the fastest 2-hour podcast in history.
Let's let that sink in for our listeners. Okay, but no, on the topic of Taco Bell, we had Taco Bell last night, Takira and I did, and this fucker, the guy that worked there, was like the most passive-aggressive, like, shithead ever.
Really?
So we order our stuff, and like, you know, it's Taco Bell, so like, you can't, there's no, like, they don't have meals there, they don't have combos. They're on the menu, but they don't really got them.
Yes, they do.
No, because nobody orders that shit.
I do every once in a while.
So I ordered, and it was mostly like separate. We like ordered like separate things, you know, like just random like little taco things. And then we go through the thing and like the drive-thru, and like he hands us the drinks and the food, and it's all like this long process, and the line was kind of long in the drive-thru. And then we pull away, and then we're like, oh shit! Like he didn't even ask us if we wanted any sauce. So like we have to go back to the drive-thru to get some fire sauce. So we go back to the drive-thru, but Takira decides to pull up to the little speaker box. I'm like, you don't have to pull up to the speaker box, just pull up to the window. But she pulls up to the speaker box, and so he's like, hey, welcome to Taco Bell. I'm like, what can I get for you? And she's like, oh, you forgot our fire sauce, like, packets. And I was like, but then, so he's like, oh, okay. So we drive past, but like as we're driving up to the window, I'm like, well, he didn't really forget because he never asked.
Right.
Like, that was the thing. So we get to the window, and then she was just like, just the fire sauce packets. And so he's like, oh. He like grabs this big heaping fucking handful of it and just kind of like shoves it in our in the car, just like this big fucking handful of all these packets. I'm like, what am I gonna do with that? There's like literally like 30 packets.
I don't see the problem.
Because he's been a dickhead.
It's not being a dickhead. That's trying to help you out.
He's like, now you don't have to worry.
Now you don't ever have to come back to his window ever again.
Yeah, and it was very passive aggressive, and I didn't like it. It made me very aggressive.
Did you throw the packet back at him like I would?
I should have.
You should. That's what I would do.
Should have got out of my car, like, you fucking little shithead.
Yeah, I would have like reached through, pulled him out the goddamn fucking window,
kissed him
into
right
my
on the
car.
Lips. Yeah,
kissed him full on the mouth.
Get my tongue up in his mouth.
Nah, I'm not gonna tongue him on the first
They're
date.
dirty. They're dirty people. What, white teenagers?
Yeah, that is pretty dirty.
They don't wash their mouths out
That's
very
true.
well.
They don't watch much of anything.
You have you had experience? You take off a little teenage boy?
Well, I was a teenage boy at one point.
You never watched your ding dang?
No, I wouldn't say I never watched.
I took a washcloth to it a couple times.
I'm just saying, you know, friction gets off a lot. That's nature's cleanser right there.
I washed it with my own juices.
Exactly.
My own bacterial soap.
I mean, I know what you're saying. Passive aggressive, yes, I get.
Yeah.
But at the same time, had it been my wife and I that were in the car, and you know they didn't ask us about it, and we had to go back through. So I'm assuming since you went back through the drive-through, it was because they were already closed on the inside.
Yes.
So it was after like 2:00 in the morning.
No, I mean they closed their insides at like 11.
Did they?
Yeah.
I thought they were still open inside until like 1.
No.
Alright. Anyway. So you had to go back through, but if we had gone back through and, you know, my wife had said, yeah, you know, like, she likes mild sauce. I don't use any of the sauce.
Wow.
She likes mild. And we had said, you know, can we get some mild sauce? And they had given us this big, huge handful of it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure my wife probably would have blown him right there.
Blown him away?
No. Just because she loves mild sauce. No, I'm just kidding. But I have, whenever, like, I would go pick up the stuff, you know, and I'm being a good, dutiful husband.
Duty.
Like a child. But when I would go do it, and
Gross.
I think we know the theme for our podcast now.
Duty. Duty bear. This couch is uncomfortable.
go pick up the stuff. Nothing funny you can make out of that?
What?
Alright. I go pick it up and God damn it. And when I would ask for the mild sauce, they would give me 3 or 4, and I'd be like, no, give me 30.
Yeah.
And I would ask for huge handfuls of it. Because then when I got home, my night was a happy night.
Well, but see, if your theory is correct, when you came home with 30 sauce packets and you gave them to your wife as
As an offering.
to the sex lord. But did she blow you right down the spot, or did she say, "Where did these mild packets?"
No.
Sir, Dolph Hitler with these mild packets.
She blows the messenger.
I'm just the messenger. Don't blow me.
I'm just saying. So in our house, Taco Bell sauce is sexual currency.
Okay.
I like this.
That's a good. I like it. Yeah,
It's a good system you got.
going back to the old days,
Exactly.
bringing it back.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Now that's what revolution should be like in that show. They should mild sauce packets should be this rare commodity that.
So that's why I'm stocking up right now. Every time I go, I bring more and more and more home.
Look the guy in the eye and go, one day.
But damn, will put you out of a job, sir.
One day my dick is gonna be dread.
The bad thing is, when she's doing it,
She's eating the mild sauce packets all
that's
blowing you.
mild sauce is still pretty hot on your dick.
Now, do you put your dick in one of the tacos? Do you lay it in the taco and let her have a little bit of a meal while she's enjoying her meal?
No, let's not be sick.
Okay. Now, do you adhere the sauce to your phallus?
When I'm getting a blowjob, sir, my hands are
come
behind
on, Jeff. We're trying to keep it I said phallus. We're trying to keep it clean here.
Blowjob's clean.
Oh no, you gotta call it something else. What would they call it in Downton Abbey?
Fellatio.
Okay, so when you're receiving Horatio Sands,
Or when you're receiving your Downton Abbey.
I call it the Earl of Grantham.
Exactly.
Let's suck my Grantham. You fat bitch. No, but okay, do you apply it yourself, or do you let her do it?
No, dude. I let the woman do all the work.
Like they should.
Exactly.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta have my hands free to, crochet or do something. Man's gotta have a hobby.
Rub my nips. Aye.
Okay, we seem to have wandered off topic.
No.
I'm liking where this is going.
Don't lie, you did.
Raphael's probably beating it right now. Just vigorously squirting mouth packets into his hand.
I'm saying, I'm starting a movement right now. There's going to be a mild package shortage all over the country because of this podcast. Okay. So.
An increase in ointments. Preparation age.
Preparation age?
Yeah. Hey, there's some sick fucks out there. They might be squirting that thing on their finger and putting it up their buttholes.
Make it smaller, though.
What?
That's the whole point. It shrinks the tissue.
What, the mild sauce does?
No, the preparation age.
Yeah. Because they can be putting the mild sauce on their finger, drenching their finger in mild sauce, and then fingering their buttholes. And the fire, the burn of it is gonna...
Yeah, enough about Raphael.
Is gonna gape his butthole. He's gonna need to put some Preparation H up there.
That's fine. People are allowed to do what they want to do in the privacy of their own homes.
Hey, I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with Raphael being gay.
I just don't want
to get that out there.
Yeah, I just want him
Raphael
to get married.
will love you, man. Not that
like
way.
that, Raphael.
Not if there's anything wrong with it.
Listen, hold on, let me back it up. I'm confusing some people here. You can get married, just not around me. Just don't invite me to the wedding, because I will object.
Now here's my question for Raphael, who can't answer right now, but
That's
eventually
fine.
he should.
I'll answer for him.
Well, okay, good. You know him best. So.
Yeah.
If he were to get a DJ gig at a gay wedding, would he turn it down?
Yes.
Why?
Yes, I would.
Raphael,
turn it
why
down.
would you do it? Why would you not do it?
Because, I mean,
number one, money is money.
Yeah, but I mean,
number two, exposure is exposure. Number three, there are going to be a lot of eligible single men that function.
Yeah, well, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe he has a problem with downloading numerous Celine Dion albums. I don't know.
Well, let's be honest. He already owns them.
Yeah.
So.
He bought the records.
Yeah, he's got the vinyl, dude. I don't understand what the problem is there. Alright, Raphael, I expect answers.
You should write into us.
Yes, we need you to write in with your explanation for why you would not take a paying gig to DJ.
That's an interesting, because I want to... I wonder what the DJ's name would be if like a DJ was at a gay wedding.
If he did exclusively gay weddings,
Gay
like
weddings.
he was a gay DJ.
Yeah. DJ gay.
Nah, that's too obvious.
DJ gape.
No.
DJ take it my ass.
DJ mild sauce.
Alright, I like it.
That would be mine.
Because he could also do prom. He could DJ prom.
Sure.
Because you know everybody gonna get down on freaky.
Exactly.
At prom.
I would love to DJ a gay prom.
No, this isn't an exclusive gay school.
Why don't they have those?
They have all lesbian schools.
Why not?
Women's universities.
Yeah.
TWU, right?
Exactly. Why not gay schools?
That'd be better.
Wouldn't that solve every problem?
It would, because then you could put all them gays in a school.
They just would not be good at sports.
But that's... Do you really need sports?
Nah.
Those gay dudes are fit.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
They are tight, Jeff. They are tight and fit.
I know. I mean, Raphael's pretty... Hey, man, once he opened the door...
Pandora.
Exactly.
Once you add one type of genre song. Yeah, I went that route. That Pandora route.
Okay.
Jeff.
Yeah, that was pretty lame.
Yeah.
I think you would have been better served to just stick with the Pandora box.
No, because I feel like Pandora is the box. The app is the box. Once you add one indie hipster song on there, it assumes that you want to listen to every fucking
pestilence.
Passion Pit song that's ever come out.
You know, I used to hate Passion Pit.
Here we go.
But you are like an indie hipster, because I know the music and movies you like.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Like I really am, except that I'm not. That's what's weird. Like I have indie hipster tendencies, but I also like a lot of populist stuff. And
yeah.
I'm hard to peg, dude.
I like whatever. I just don't like country music.
Yeah, even country, I don't mind some of it.
Oof, can't do country.
I'm down for whatever. It's gonna go on my tombstone. I probably picked up my love of all different types of music from my extensive travels.
Okay. Getting back on topic.
That was my segue.
You rode in on a Segway.
I was about to say I went off the cliff. Sorry, too soon.
I don't get it.
The guy who invented the Segway was on a Segway and went off a cliff to his death.
On purpose?
No!
Oh, because that's some great marketing they got over there.
That is some awesome PR.
The PR department, man.
Wow.
Hey, how do you go off how do you not see the cliff?
Oh, he saw it all right.
I mean, you're like...
He just didn't know there was nothing at the bottom.
I don't know exactly what happened. All I know is that like a year or so ago, he went off a cliff and to his death.
Oh man, I hope there's like a kick ramp there. Like he went off and did a little trick.
He did an ollie.
Woo! And Superman, he just.
Okay, here's a question for you. If you were,
what just popped?
Nothing.
He like moved and something popped. I was like, Jesus.
I'm not that old. My joints are still good for a little while. As long as I don't move too much. Although my shoulder has been hurting me for some reason that I can't figure out, but I don't know. Anyway, if you were falling to your if you were falling to your death, would you make the wee noise on the way down?
Hell yes.
I mean, you know you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Why not have a little fun?
What would you shout? You gotta shout something first and then go wee until you hit. Like, you just keep saying wee.
Depends on how high up you are, but it depends on how much time you got.
Let's just say you got like a good 20 seconds.
You got a good 2.5 minutes. You fell from everything.
You fell from heaven. Because you're an angel.
You're a fallen angel.
Yeah, okay, so let's say you had.
Okay, so
Let's say realistically you had a minute.
a minute. Okay.
Like you fell somewhere really high.
Yeah, you're definitely up there. I don't know what I would scream. What would you scream?
I don't know. See, once you put me on the spot, I can't.
Well, yeah, but isn't this something we should think of now? So that if it ever happens,
I feel like if I just fall from a height like that, I think I'll just know what to do.
Yeah.
I would get naked. I'd pull my clothes off first. Let's be honest. I'd pull my clothes off first, and then I'd shout something.
Okay.
We all scream for ice cream, and boom, and just hit the ground.
Yeah, I think you want to make it better than that.
I would make it better than that. That's what I'll default.
Memorable.
Yeah.
That's your default scream.
I would. That's my default.
Sex.
If I can't think of anything, then it's like that's what I default to.
Oh, we all scream for ice cream. Oh, chocolate chip.
Cookie dough.
Mint chocolate chip.
Rocky
Road.
That's just like the fuck are you?
Matt, what's your favorite ice cream? I want to pay homage to you. Oh, man, he's dying.
He asked you a question.
What is your favorite ice cream?
I don't know.
How can you not know that?
I have a couple
Of the people in this room, who's going to know better than you?
I have like a couple favorites.
Okay. We got a minute to shout stuff when we're falling, so I can shout a whole bunch of different flavors. Don't worry.
You just read off a list.
Exactly.
Would you really want me to name them off?
At least one.
I like cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream. That's a good one. I like that one. I used to not like cookies and cream. I don't know why, but I never ate it. I think it was just because I was stuck to. No, I love cream. You know that. So I love cookies, so it doesn't make any sense. I just never ate it.
It must be the ice cream you don't like.
I hate ice cream.
Oh, well, that's probably.
But no, I think it was because I was stuck. Like I would just get the same thing all the time.
Yeah.
Like I would get Rocky Road, or I basically only ate Rocky Road, chocolate, or strawberry. That's all I ever ate when I was a kid. That's what I liked. But then, as I grew older, I started to experiment.
Your taste buds, you broadened your taste to cookies and cream.
Exactly. To cookies and cream. That's as far as I've gotten so far.
I've really developed a fine palate.
I eat lots of different ice creams now.
God. Matt looks tired.
No, I'm not tired.
You're not tired?
No.
That steak didn't fill you up and...
Oh, fill me up.
Okay.
What else fills you up, Matt?
Yeah, talk to us about Raphael.
He's gonna hate us.
Probably. That's cool. I don't really talk to him much anymore. So
Yeah.
he's really just gonna hate you guys.
Who doesn't hate us nowadays?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
Yeah.
Everyone. But okay, so travel.
Travel. Oh, is that what our topic was?
That was what our topic was. So
Okay.
now that we're
I
an
feel like
hour
we
and a
need-
half
well-
into the podcast, we should probably...
We need to address the fact that we won't be here.
Yes.
So this will be the last episode before we get back. And we get back on the 23rd, which is a... Yeah, it's like a Tuesday. It's like somewhere like early-ish in the week, so we're not going to have an episode that week either. They're going to have to wait until the last week of October until we have another episode. Because we'll record that week when we get back on that Friday.
We would have to... We can't do it that Friday. I'm going to Austin that Friday for my brother's wedding, so...
Well, Thursday or something.
We would have to record like Wednesday or Thursday of that week.
That's fine. We'll record Thursday or something.
Okay.
But yeah.
But I'm officiating the wedding, so... Just so you know.
Wait, what?
What is it?
It's my ordination card. I got
Wow.
ordained in the Universal Life Church so that I can marry my brother and his fiance. They wanted me to officiate.
So you're going to be the second husband?
No. I'm going to be the officiant.
The throw was pitiful. Like right,
I know, dude.
right next to my fingers.
Yep.
Does that mean you're going to start having sex with little boys?
No, it just means I'm not going to stop having sex.
Oh, Lord.
No, I just get to do it filled with the power of the Lord.
I'll spray the Lord all over your face, little boy.
Yeah.
How did he taste?
So,
Fill up on crackers and wine and then just explode.
oh yes.
Explode your love and your faith.
Yes.
I'm coming, Lord.
I think that's just so funny they have that.
Yeah.
God.
What? I had to, I mean,
An atheist clergy.
they don't ever ask. They, I mean, like,
They really
seriously, when you go onto it and stuff, they just say we're, you know, multi-faith, non-denominational. We don't ask anyone's actual beliefs. And you can just sign up.
Yeah. I bet you if you told them you're atheist, though, they'd probably be like, whoa.
Probably, that's why they don't ask. They don't have to be put in that position.
Probably.
So, but yeah. I mean, I'm only doing it to help my brother out. Because it's
Yeah.
cheaper for them to have me do it than to pay a justice of the peace.
Are they going to pay you?
No. I'm doing it for free. It's their
What?
wedding gift.
Is it?
No, it's not. My wife won't let me do it.
What are you going to give them for their wedding?
They just want
wait,
donations.
should we say?
Yeah, because they already know.
Ah.
They're not really wanting gifts. They just want donations to their
Honeymoon?
honeymoon fund so they can actually go on a honeymoon.
Okay.
So we're going to give them some cash.
So we can give them a GameStop gift card.
Yeah, GameStop's over
That way you
there.
got some, you get some games to play while you're on vacation.
So while your wife's enjoying her vacation, you can enjoy yours too.
Nah, he doesn't play games.
Oh God, what's the point of living?
My brother is the definition of indie hipster.
Fuck.
The definition.
What do you mean?
Like, imagine
I know what
indie hipster in your head. That's my brother. Like, specifically, that's my
What, does
brother.
he look like the lead singer from like Death Cab?
Oh, yeah. Even more indie hipster than that.
Wow.
That fool is at least popular.
Yeah.
Just brother's not popular at all.
No.
Jesus Christ, I don't know how someone would even marry that.
Are all of his like friends like that too? Are they all in like indie hipster?
Yeah, I mean,
Friends, Matt.
pretty much.
He's indie hipster.
Ah, that's right.
You don't get those when you're indie hipster when you sign up for that.
Right. Yeah. They don't issue you friends.
That explains a lot with me then.
No, but I mean,
Apparently
that's...
I'm getting more
you know,
indie hipster.
I don't have... Like I said, because I'm, for the most part,
One friend.
ostensibly, I'm indie hipster. I just don't look like an indie hipster.
You kind of do. Glasses, you're not shaving.
Okay.
Huh. That's
If
it.
we put glasses on you,
Then I'd be an indie hipster.
indie hipster then.
Yeah, but I mean,
See, I would just do it just to be that ass, just to like be funny about it.
there's a difference between like us, like when you say like we're indie hipster and whatever. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, like I can appreciate the music and the
Right.
movies and whatever.
But like we don't have like.
I just don't ever buy into a lifestyle. Basically.
Yeah, I don't go
It's
to
kinda-
stores.
it's kinda
Like I used to. Okay, when I was growing up, when I was a teenager, my brother and I, we played guitar and bass, and we played like punk music and stuff like that. And I listened to punk bands, but I dressed like this.
Yeah.
I looked the exact same as I did back then, for the most part. But every time we would go to a club or we'd go somewhere, everybody would just like kind of eye me, and they'd be like, "What are you doing here?" I love the music just as much as they did, but because I didn't dress the part, I just felt like it was another form of conformity. Why dress like something? Why not just be yourself?
Well, and that's the flawed idea behind indie hipsterism. Is that like they're so
Or
independent.
punk.
Well, they're so they're so unique that they're like, well, we're gonna like, I'm my own person. I'm not gonna buy into that bullshit and whatever. So I'm just gonna dress like every other fucking indie hipster.
Right, I know.
It's just like, ugh.
It's just the way it is. But
I'm gonna use toilet paper because everybody uses that. They do.
I use $100 bills.
They do.
Motherfucker.
They do some like weird shit, and I'm just like, that's gross. Like, you're endangering your health.
Yeah, but that's
because
getting,
you're
like, towards,
fucking
like
dumbass.
indie hipster / hippie.
Yeah, well.
It's indie hippiester.
But the problem is the indie hipsters that I've known have been dirty, like dirty people.
Not all of them.
All of them.
No.
All of them.
Your girlfriend's not a dirty person.
Sorry, you haven't.
Alright.
I don't know. When I take them pants off, something don't smell right.
Oh.
Oh shit!
Wow.
All right. Well, now we gotta help Matt and I find a girlfriend.
Wow. Let's see if we can get my wife to divorce me.
3 wild and crazy guys.
There's a lemon party in here, baby.
Oh my god.
What were you even talking about? Oh, indie hipsters.
Indie hipsters.
Indie hipsters.
I was gonna say it's kind of like we like anime, but we're not like fucking otakus.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh, man, those people get annoying.
Those otaks, man. Spank every one of them. Ooh. Woo.
There's some perverted fucking motherfuckers.
They
out
are.
there. Like we remember when we went to Anime Fest and like that one old dude was like taking pictures of that one girl.
I remember vividly.
But like the problem is like everybody that has like a DSLR that goes to those things like passes them off, passes themselves off as like a professional photographer. So those like girls are like so dumb they like believe that shit. They're like, oh my god, he's like professional. He's gonna make me famous. So they do all these like crazy little poses and he's like taking pictures. We're sitting downstairs. We're just like looking at this girl's skirt, and she gets like pissed. I'm like, fool. I'm like, that's a fucking 50-year-old man, and you're like 17.
And he's asking you to bend over so you can take little pictures.
Yeah, he's asking you like sit on the ground.
I don't either. That's what I'm saying. Like, what is she bitching about? Like,
exactly, dude. I mean, Jesus.
Wear your Sailor Moon costume with pride.
Right.
Just
I mean,
take it
when
off.
he asks you to take those panties off, I mean, it's art. It's all for the sake of art. And by I mean when I tell you to take those panties off.
Yeah.
It's for the sake of art.
Let
the birdies hit the floor. Let the birdies hit the floor.
I remember
Just start singing Drowning Pool.
No. Never.
I remember we went to
dickhead in the room.
Drowning Pool
is the best band.
No, I was happy when the guy died.
Shit, I'm about to edit that out.
No, you're not.
You're right.
Okay. I'm sorry, Jeff. Don't touch me again.
Make me bring out the mild sauce.
Don't even bring out the lemons. That should be, how people say like they put like a black stone for like this is like a swingers house or whatever. That should be the thing. We put lemon, like a little lemon or some lemonade.
Nice.
Party over here with the balloon on the mailbox. With the balloon as a lemon.
Yes,
I love it.
We need to throw a lemon party.
We do. We do.
We do.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, we got enough people.
Enough people to do it. No, but I think we should throw a party and just call it a lemon party.
Yeah.
And not mention anything else about it. That's just it.
So people will assume that they're supposed to bring lemon themed foods, beverages,
right?
stuff
Except
like
for probably the one person
who goes, wait a minute, guys,
who actually comes
prepared
for a lemon party.
We're talking the lubed butthole, just ready to go.
Exactly.
The hardest dick you've ever seen.
Oh my god.
The hardest and hairiest. But he's combed them, and he's got a Willard style going on with his dick hairs.
Does he do dreads?
No, Willard style.
Willard.
He straightens them with a straightening iron.
Oh, nice.
Lays them on either side of his shaft.
Excellent. It's fancy.
It is. It's like a palm tree.
Those are the fronds.
It's balls of coconuts.
It looks more like a weeping willow.
Oh god.
Oh Jesus.
A whomping willow. Oh man. Now I'm all excited for this party.
For a lemon party?
Yeah.
Yes. We need to get it going.
So, travel. We are leaving and going to Italy. We're leaving the world.
Yes.
We're going to Mars, and we're going to Italy.
In that order?
No, Italy is on
Italy.
Mars.
Okay, that's alright. I forgot. Sorry.
Really?
Hey, I put it on silent. Sorry. My wife's probably calling to say, where the fuck are you?
You told her another hour or two.
I know, but she's finished her show, so now she has nothing to do. So she's calling me to say, when are you coming home?
Jesus, dude, I don't know why you put up with that shit.
I don't. I'm just going to stay here.
Well, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
I'm going to Harry Hines.
Closing time. One last call for lemon parties. So finish your dick over your butt.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, so Italy. You keep wandering off topic.
I know, I got a wandering eye.
For lemons, I know.
Yeah. Now we're going to Italy. What else do you want me to say? It's like fucking, who cares?
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's an everyday thing.
It's like Plano.
Who cares?
It's old.
Exactly.
Minorities.
It's almost as old as Plano.
Almost. Plano's fucking old,
pretty
dude.
Fucking old. It's been around for a long
like
time.
10 years or so.
I mean, that's old. Italy's fairly new compared to.
Mm-hmm. Well, Hitler remodeled the whole place.
Yeah.
Remodeled the Colosseum, made it look better. Opened up another doorway.
Of course. I mean, Germans, they're efficient.
Yeah.
They
get shit done, people.
They know how to get shit fixed.
Mm-hmm.
They fix that Jewish problem.
Do you think? Do you think? God, so bad. No, but seriously, do you think when Hitler remodeled, he did that one TV show where they're like, move that truck? It was just like a giant truck,
but it would be move that tank.
Exactly.
A bunch of dead Jews behind it.
Exactly, dude. It would just be a mass grave. Right?
A big pit of mustard gas naked Jews dead in there.
Exactly.
Fuck, man. Well,
Hitler knew how to throw a party, dude.
God. Fuck.
we're going to hell.
We're going to hell and back. This is also a movie about killing Jews. I think we should say that we don't condone the acts of Hitler.
Well, of course not. If
Hitlerism.
anyone actually thought we condoned the acts of Hitler and the Nazis, then they can go fuck themselves.
Then they should go climb into an oven.
Get into that fucking oven. I mean, of course not.
Yeah.
But it's fun to joke about.
God. That's like
hey, if we can't find humor in the death of millions of people.
The what?
I mean, I laugh every time they blow up Alderaan in Star Wars.
You know what's sad? You'll probably get crucified more for that statement than
Probably will.
George Lucas is in his house right now, just crying.
I hope so.
Not about the Jewish stuff.
I know. I just hope he's just crying.
You know, Mel
I hope he
Gibson's
cries
like
himself to
saying
sleep
that
every
you
night
take the
for
attention.
ruining multiple projects.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, what is there left to say about that man?
Nothing. That's why I don't even really bother anymore. You know? I used to,
So wait, about what?
but there's no point.
Check, I see that.
Are you lost, Matt?
No.
We're talking about George Lucas
No.
and what a fuckhead he is.
Because he keeps remaking his movies, or
Because he makes shitty...
remasters them? Remasters them?
Yeah, well, that annoys me too, but in general, it's just that he took a property that was near and dear to my heart.
It's funny, like,
and
we're
raped my
talking about this.
He
childhood.
raped me.
He raped me. If
funny,
I ever
I was-
meet George Lucas, I'm just gonna look at him and be like, RAPIST!
It's funny because I was just like watching that South Park episode with George Lucas and Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
Where they like ruin all the all the movies. It's pretty funny.
I know.
They ruined E.T. with Super 8.
Yeah.
They ruined Indiana Jones with the Uncharted video games.
I've been watching Indiana Jones. They're good movies.
Yeah, they are.
We talked about
First
this last
three are
time.
really, really good.
I didn't like the Temple of Doom.
Temple of Doom's awesome. It's gotten better over the years for me.
Oh, they added more stuff?
No.
You just
What happened?
Yeah, he does that every time.
I don't
Ridiculous.
like Temple of Doom.
What's wrong with it?
I don't know. I just
Is it the heart? Is it the Gully Mall or whatever it's called?
yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't do anything for me.
Doesn't get you hard.
No.
Well,
Yeah, you know. That's fine. It's not for everybody.
is
Like,
it better than? Is it better or worse than Crystal Skull?
I want to say it's like almost on the same level.
No.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
It is
You know what
much
I?
better than Crystal Skull, but it is far below the other two.
Do you know what I? You know what I legally purchased from the internet the other day? The Young Adventures
No,
of Indiana Jones.
I watched those.
Oof.
They don't
Yikes.
age well.
Yeah.
They were actually not bad when they came on in the 90s. I was very excited about them. But
It's like the Shield TV show. Like, I don't want to see that. I'm gonna watch it, but I don't wanna.
what about the Star Wars TV show that they're doing?
You know, there comes a point.
I'm just saying. It's
What do they have left to tell?
exactly.
The
There's
novels,
nothing
like,
left to tell. It,
it just pisses me off, dude.
I know. Basically, what they're trying to do is they're trying to make it Battlestar Galactica in the Star Wars universe. That's what they're going to do.
Yikes! No, it ain't gonna work
I know it's not going to work.
because Battlestar Galactica already did it,
Exactly.
and that was successful.
Yes.
Hmm.
I don't know. But there's money to be made, so they're going to try.
God.
I don't know. And the Shield one, who the fuck knows, man? I mean, seriously.
I don't get it. I'm like, you know what, Joss? Like, you made it into the movie industry. You did a good job. You got money. You're part of that, like, upper echelon of, like, directors now. Like, you're in that club. Just keep making movies.
Yeah.
Like, chill out. Like, you didn't do very well with TV shows. You never have. And whether or not they're cult classics or whatever, like, they fucking flop.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's like, just stop. Like, leave him alone. But he's not really going to work on S.H.I.E.L.D.
No, he's
he's
not.
just slapping his name on
Yeah,
it,
exactly.
Abrams style.
Right. So I'm saying he's, now that he's made a hugely successful movie, he gets to be in mogul mode.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to slap his name across a bunch of shit.
He already started it with Cabin in the Woods.
It's a good movie.
It was.
And that's not slapping his name on it. He wrote it.
Kind of slapping it.
So, I don't
So we're going to Italy and...
know. Alright, I think we beat that horse.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Horse beating party?
Yeah. You read my lemon. Oh, man.
Oh my goodness, I could go for some lemonade right now.
I know, right? It's like a... what's it called? Subliminal messaging. But I ruined it by saying that.
Yeah.
It's no longer subliminal.
It's
It's
liminal.
liminal. Which makes sense because there's lemon in it. Oh, fuck.
You know what we should do? You know how we have like the snow cone lady? We should open up a lemonade stand.
A lemon cone lady. It's a cone full of lemons.
And we'll just douse that lemonade with fucking like a cup of
But
sugar.
the side of the cone or the cup or whatever has to say, it's a lemon party and you're invited.
Yeah, and this is go to lemonparty.org for
Exactly.
more information.
Exactly.
And all these little 5-year-old kids go on the website and they're just...
Traumatized for the rest of their lives.
Well, some of them.
Some of them are turned on.
Yeah, most of them are turned on.
Well, yeah.
As they eat their lemon cone. They lick that lemon all over.
Oh yeah.
Now it's just disturbing.
This podcast, this episode has gone way beyond like.
But I mean, all we talked about was lemon parties and Hitler being a great
Just a great
host. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, okay, imagine in Germany,
Yeah.
okay, in the 40s,
Okay.
Hitler as a game show host. I just think it's brilliant.
I don't know.
I just think it's there.
I
I mean, he already had his own little signals and
I don't see the market though, Jeff. Who's gonna watch it?
everyone.
But who really watched World War II? I mean, it wasn't a very popular show.
Yeah, it wasn't very popular. The ratings were
That's
terrible
what I'm
on that
saying.
show. Well,
And he's like, he didn't learn after the first one.
yeah, I know. And I hear 3's coming pretty soon.
The third one's always the worst.
It is.
I hope our next Hitler, like, you know, whatever, our next, like, big villain dude, is just, like, the wackiest, like, I hope he's, like, a comic book villain wacky.
That'd be awesome.
Like, a cross between Daffy Duck and, like,
And Donald Duck.
Donald Duck. I hope it's a duck.
just a killer fucking duck.
Donnie Duck. There we go. Donnie Duck. It's like Daffy and Donald.
Nah. He'd have to be more menacing. He'd call himself Death Duck.
Death Duck. That's a good TV show. I
That's
can
a good
smell
TV
the
show.
ratings.
I can smell something. Smells like duck shit.
Okay, but if we made Death Duck the TV show, would it be an animated show, or will we actually have
No,
real
we
ducks
need an actual trained duck.
to go around killing people?
Yeah.
Would Gilbert Godfrey do the voice?
Of course.
Okay.
He already has experience.
Yeah, it's
As
racist.
a racist tool. So he would be perfect. In fact, maybe we just talking about what we talked about last time or two. You know, the face-off thing. Maybe we just surgically attach a bill to his face.
A dollar bill?
A duck bill.
Oh.
But we can probably figure something out with dollar bills too.
Now, that's a fashion trend I could see happening. Duck bills, surgically.
Yeah, that's true. The girls already make duck faces in their
In their pictures.
so
Oh, well then I guess we don't really need the fashion, because I think evolution will just show that
yeah, eventually those girls will just
girls in general will just have duck bills.
yeah. So it'll be like I'm fucking Howard the Duck.
Pretty sexy.
Pretty hot.
Yeah.
That's pretty much my fantasy.
Hold on, let's be
What's George Lucas, by the way?
let's be serious here for a second. Let's tone down the humor and let's get serious.
Whoa, I don't know about that.
No, let's do it.
Okay.
We'll try it.
Alright.
If we don't like it, we can run.
Okay.
Let's just say you were fucking a woman.
Okay, I like it. Alright.
Hypothetically, you're not married. You're fucking a woman, and she just
Really
straight
like
up looks you in the eyes. Let's say you're missionary, so you're a missionary, and you went to a small village, and you're fucking a woman, missionary style.
Pretty much exactly what my fantasy is.
Okay, So you're pounding away at her, and then you're looking into her eyes, and right when you look into her eyes, she's got like a normal expression of like, you know, like normal women that make the expression of like half fear and half...
Right, well, when I'm on top of them, definitely.
100% fear. But then all of a sudden, just like her face goes from like a normal expression to just like a duck face. What would you do?
I would probably kill her.
On the spot?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
I just feel like it would be my duty for humanity. Said it for you right there. Didn't even laugh.
Humanity?
Yeah. That was the funny part.
It's pretty funny.
I gotta admit, it's pretty funny.
that was a good one.
But it would be my duty for...
Ah, there it is!
Good God. I hope you laugh like that, Mr. Kara.
I do.
That's so
we
great.
we do the weirdest things. Like for like we just like look at each other and start laughing, like making like laughs, just like ridiculous laughs at each other, and then it makes us laugh.
Yeah, I know.
When your relationship's not doing too well, you just gotta find ways to spice it up.
I know, that's why I bring home a mild sauce.
The fourth meal is just code for fuck time.
Fourth meal is just the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
Literally.
What's the cake?
Her face.
So that's not literally.
Whatever. Icing's on it. I don't really pay attention.
I bust and go to bed.
Once it happens, you know, dude, I'm crocheting pretty heavy. I got a scarf going.
I just imagine you like Jacob in the cave making a...
Got my loom.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Mm.
Okay, so you would kill a girl if she made a duck face during sex.
If we're being serious, no.
Would you like bring it up? Would you like right in the middle of it just bring it up and be like, hey, don't do that?
Yeah, probably. If somebody did something that I just really did not like or found ridiculous, I'd call them out on it.
What's the weirdest thing?
Like I was fucking a girl once, and in the middle of it, I don't know what brought this up, but in the middle of it, I kind of noticed, maybe it was just because of the lighting, but I kind of noticed that she had like a little bit of hair on her lip.
Cool.
And so right in the middle of fucking her, I was like, hey, what's up with that hair on your lip?
Are you serious?
Good.
Oh, yeah.
Put a woman in her place. She needs to know.
Yeah, I did.
So what happened? Did you guys keep going?
Oh, yeah.
You kept going, you finished, and then what?
And then she turned over and started crying.
Did she really? Did she really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, we had to have a talk about it.
It must have been some good sex.
It was some pretty good sex.
But it been even funny, like you know, you bring it up, she's like, what? And then you slowly just take out a razor from your pocket and shave it.
Well, you're doing it, but it'd be a little messy because you're humping, so like you just cut her lip a little
Number one, where am I going to pull the razor out? I'm fucking naked.
bit. No, your pocket, like you said. You're a kangaroo.
Yeah.
You got a stomach pouch.
You know,
You got,
I think I'd like to have a stomach pouch.
you got a
I
shirt
would.
with the pocket on it. Those little front pockets.
Matt, would
What
you...
part of naked? I don't mean naked except for my belt and my Spurs.
The new 50 Shades of Grey novel is perfect. Belt and Spurs, that's what we'll call it.
You should wear Spurs while having sex.
And dig it into her side.
Come on, move!
Move your back, gal. Oh, fuck, yes.
Oh my God.
But, like, I'm laughing because my whole... Like, I'm wondering what Matt wears when he does it.
I know, that's what I'm thinking.
Does he put
there
more
was a
clothes
time- No, listen, there was a time. Does he say I'm going to go change and then come back wearing the exact same fucking clothes?
Except for he puts shoes on because he's like, hey, we're going to fuck.
Exactly, because that I would buy because I've seen it happen with my own eyes. But, I don't remember what I was going to say now.
He said something about putting...
Oh, okay. Wearing, like, clothing while you're fucking.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, in the middle of, like, just impromptu sexual shit. Usually, like, if you're somewhere where you don't usually, like, do it in the bed or anything like that, you're, like, out on the balcony or something. I'm not usually going to strip down completely if I'm having sex out there, I'll just, unzip and go at it. Right? But there was a time in my life when I was, ashamed of my body. And so, yes, when I would actually have sex with a girl, I would take off everything except for my t-shirt. And I would leave it on all the time.
See, I spice it up. I leave. Well,
but I don't do that anymore.
Here's my problem.
I was just thinking that when you're like, that time of my life, I'm like in your 40s.
Who knows what the future will hold?
You go back to the...
Back to the... Sorry, that was uncalled for.
Yeah, it was. Go fuck a little girl.
Oh, damn!
Oh,
Pull out the guns.
Don't mind if
It's not fun when you play into it, Matt.
I know.
It's going to now.
Nah, that's okay. I'll bring it out.
We're still gonna...
Don't worry.
I'll whip it out.
Dude, I will bring a 6-year-old girl to the podcast.
We should, dude. We should. That's not a bad idea. We'll go grab one.
Take your daughter to work day, buddy.
I think they sell me Kroger.
Well, they sell them somewhere, all right.
Yeah.
Harry Hines Boulevard.
Kroger.
Sure you can find it there. I'm just saying, we'll just put her in a little box, like a clear.
Oh yeah, like a
box,
glass with wind blowing.
like she's a gerbil.
Yeah.
Put little wood shavings
Let her poop in the corner.
with a little water bottle.
Yeah. Let her poop in the corner.
But then she'll just be standing out there, and we'll tell her that to get out, she has to just stare at him the entire time.
Licking her lips, and then she can take a little poop in the corner.
We'll see what happens. It's a good sociological
I keep mentioning the poop thing if nobody's catching that.
I caught it.
I mean, turned on. What? Shh. Oh, thought I heard the cops. I thought I heard the FBI.
We don't have the kid yet.
Hey, it's like Minority Report. They're gonna bust us before it happens.
Before Tom Cruise is gonna come in here. You talking about?
Yeah.
Are you spooning me?
You guys gonna have dessert tonight, or are you all full? I'm not having dessert. I got Tom Cruise waiting at home.
That's right.
That'll be my dessert. I don't know. I said it, but I don't even get it.
I don't know either.
I don't know. It doesn't sound like dessert. It doesn't sound like a relaxing meal.
Not really. I would imagine Tom Cruise would be a very
Just a sour, bitter.
fervent lover.
Would he keep his clothes on?
No, I don't think so.
Boom, boom. He's in the Mission Impossible.
Boom, boom, boom,
Boom,
boom,
boom, boom, boom, boom. He comes up from the ceiling. That would be kind of cool.
Be pretty cool.
Like in a sex swing that lowers.
Exactly.
We
We gotta write that down for my house. Yeah, I need sex swing that comes down from playing the Mission Impossible music, of course.
Obviously.
I also need a sex dungeon in the basement.
Mm-hmm. You need to borrow mine.
Yeah. I basically just need to, we need to get a crew and just transport it to my house, put it in my basement.
Yeah, that'd be hard.
Because it's perfect the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
So.
These guys remove some of the dead things that live in there. Well, they're not living anymore.
I was going to say,
You gotta remove the
is
dead.
it like zombies?
The dead little children carcasses. Get them out of there. Maria's been on vacation. She hasn't had time to clean.
Oh, yeah.
Would you ever get a maid?
Oh, yeah.
And would you fuck her?
Probably not.
Oh, man.
Depends. Is she going to wear the sexy French maid outfit?
Yes.
If she wears it,
Yes.
50% chance.
What if she wears it and bends over, no panties?
150% chance.
Okay.
Nah, my wife would probably kill me.
But who cares? Like, you're getting some grade A pussy.
How do I know?
Because it says grade A on it. She's
stamped in there? Okay, well then yeah, I mean, I can't turn that down. That's a hell of a price.
Honey. You tell your wife, honey, listen.
Look, I got this for $2.99 a pound.
$299 or just $2.99?
$2.99.
That's not grade A.
No, but it doesn't really have to be grade A. It's really more about the deal than anything else.
It's on slickdeals.net.
Like, seriously, okay? Here, this is the way you gauge it. If you go out and find the fattest maid that you can for the fuck you for the cheapest price that you can get her. Because, if you get that shit under $1 a pound,
but why do you want the fattest?
It's about the bargain.
But you would save more money if she wasn't so fat. Because there's more pounds you have to pay for.
No, okay, because here's the thing. If you go out and find the skinniest bitch that you can find, okay, she's going to be charging 5 times as much as the fat one.
But the amount of pounds might be 5 times as much as the pounds of the skinny chick.
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you've done the math right.
Would you make her work out?
On me?
Or would you just let it go?
Well, I don't know. It just depends.
But my question is, do you pork fat chicks?
No, not exclusively. I have in my past, yes.
Yeah.
Not like super fat or anything, but I'm going with some chubbier chicks.
So not like Nutty Professor?
Oh, God, no. Hell no. No. No, if they're bigger than me, that's not happening.
What is the saddest sex you've ever had?
Dude, this has nothing to do with travel.
Yeah, it does.
Well, you should say, what is the saddest sex I've ever had in a foreign place?
Okay, yeah, go.
No, I've had nothing but good sex in foreign places. The only foreign place I've been to was my honeymoon, and that was the best sex of my life.
Where was...
Jamaica.
Oh. Who'd you have sex with?
Who didn't I have sex with? I mean, while my wife was down at the beach, there was a cabana boy, and...
You had sex with a cabana boy?
No, but he was there.
In Jamaica?
That was in the cabana.
No, but...
No, I had sex with my wife on my honeymoon.
Oh, boring.
Sorry.
Square!
I know.
No, my honeymoon's gonna be... My honeymoon's just gonna be a big fucking orgy.
You just gonna go hedonism?
Yeah.
There you go.
No, it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm excited.
You've already got it planned out?
Yeah, I already wrote it down.
Cool. Excellent.
So I'll post a note. It's not a very long one. It's not a very long plan.
Just sex.
Sex. Everyone. That's all it says. Rated E for everyone. And I put a smiley face on there because I thought that was clever.
The saddest sex I've ever had
Yeah.
is...
With myself.
No, that's always the happiest time.
It really is, right? Like,
oh, yeah. Dude, I've never had... I've never had a bad experience with myself.
Yeah.
Okay, well... Yeah, I don't know if I want to share that. But,
what?
yeah.
No, you already started it. Those are the rules. You gotta.
I don't think so.
You're wasting time. What is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna move on. Saddest sex I've ever had.
Why are you moving on from that?
Because it's, it's a little personal.
So
I choose not to share it.
Can you tell us after the podcast?
I'll tell you after the podcast. Yeah. I just don't want it for public consumption.
Yeah.
But anyway, saddest sex I ever had. Probably with Jenny. When I basically broke up with her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I was living in Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
I met Jenny on the internet. She lived in Portland, Oregon. Okay.
Okay.
I was following the Matt Rudy plan. I was 22, she was 17.
Good. Ooh, good stuff.
But she had already graduated high school. She was already into college. She just had a late birthday. And I don't know what the whole point thing was, but, still, she was 17. So, But anyway, so she lived in Portland. We talked for months online. And then I flew her to Kansas City to spend a week with me. And so we spent the week together. We had a great time. We had a lot of sex. It was pretty good. And then she went back. And then we still talked to each other online. And I mean, basically, we talked every night for like 6 hours a night on the phone. Which, at that time, cell phones weren't really around. I mean, they were barely there, and nobody could really afford them at our level. And I got a home phone from AT&T so that I could call her. And in the first month, I racked up $1,000 worth of charges in long distance charges. And I couldn't pay it, so they shut my phone off. So they had this thing called dial pad that you could actually. It was basically a forerunner to VoIP, but you could talk to them with a headset through your computer. But you could actually call landlines. So I called her phone number.
Yeah, I remember that.
But it was completely free.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't buy. I worked at Software Etc., which became GameStop later, but in Kansas City. And so we sold video games, computer stuff, and we sold peripherals. So we had this huge, like seriously, dude, huge fucking headset for a computer. So I stole it. I just took it home one night, and I plugged it in, and we started doing that, and we would talk through that for hours and hours and hours every night. Okay, and since she was 2 hours behind me, I'm staying up until like 4 or 5 in the morning talking to her, and then I have to get up and go to work at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
So what I would do, like the schedule I got on was I would go to work, I would come home, I would go to sleep, and then I would wake up at like midnight, 1 o'clock my time, call her and talk to her until 5 or 6 in the morning, until she went to bed. Okay? So we had we talked for a long time. We were dating for like a year. And then I flew her back out to spend another week with me. And one day into that, I decided I didn't want to be with her anymore.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know what it was. I guess I just, eventually got tired of it. We would argue about stuff.
Or?
Yeah, but it really was more than anything else. It was actually having her there every minute of the day that started to really grate on me. So it was like 24 hours of that, and all of a sudden I was like, yeah, I'm over this.
Yeah, I see that.
But she was staying for a whole week. In my head, I had already, because you get to that point where you already ended it in your mind.
Yeah, you haven't must have
You just haven't done it in reality yet. But so your mind just starts to shut down on doing boyfriend-like things. You don't really want to talk to them. You don't really want to hang out with them.
That's kind of where I am right now.
Such a dick.
That's okay. This episode doesn't come out until Tuesday. I got some
That's
time.
true. That's right.
I got some time.
You'll be fine. Anyway, so what I decided to do though was, just get through it, get her back on a plane, and then just end it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, be a man about it.
Be a man about it. Or what I thought was the smart and prudent thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't quite make it because the next day
Couldn't contain my hatred.
I couldn't, dude. The next day I just decided to say that I didn't think we should date anymore. So she starts crying.
Young love.
Oh, I know. She starts crying.
Yeah, I'm really like puzzled as to like where the sex comes in.
Oh yeah, it's come. So she starts crying.
Yeah. Oh, the best time to have sex.
Starts crying, and I, being the callous dick that I was at that time, I'm not really anymore. I'm really not. And my wife will back that up. She knows I'm not really an asshole, but she knows I used to be an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
and this was me at my asshole-ish. She's crying, and I can't deal with it, so I'm just like, you know what, just take your time, I'm going to go downstairs. And so I went down, and I was talking to my roommate, and just, like, hanging out, like, in the living room, while she's upstairs crying, and I'm like, yeah, I broke up with her. And he's like, really? Right now? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, well, isn't she staying for a while? And I was like, yeah, I guess. Because in my mind, I just had completely checked out of the relationship, and I was just like, it's her own problem now. I don't know. It's not part of my life anymore. So I go back upstairs, and she was on my computer with the headphones on, calling her mother, trying to work out how she can get home.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't want to stay, obviously. So they're, trying to figure out, they can't really, she didn't have much money. I mean, I paid for the ticket out and everything. So she didn't have much money, her mom didn't have much money, and couldn't really afford a last-minute fare to fly her out. I had bought the tickets on Priceline, and so I couldn't change anything about them. They were non-refundable. You couldn't change the date or the time. That was just it, because I got them for a deal. Mm-hmm. So basically she's stuck there unless they can figure out another way to do it. So they're trying to figure it out. They figure they can't fly. So they start researching, Greyhound buses and figuring out, and it was almost as expensive to fucking do Greyhound. It was ridiculous how expensive it was. And trains are just as expensive. It's fucking crazy.
This is for people who are afraid of flying.
Exactly. So we sit there and we talk about it, and then, she looks at me and she says, well, I know you bought this ticket and it's non-refundable and stuff, but I think you need to buy me a new ticket. And I was like, no, that's not happening. I was like, you're free to stay. And she just looks at me, and I was just like, take it or leave it. I'll drive you to the bus station if you want. So she decided to stay.
Jesus.
I know I did.
This is like a sad story.
Oh, it's bad.
Does it get worse?
We haven't gotten to the really bad part yet.
Well, I don't know if we have time. What time is it? What's the time of it?
Hour 12. We're good.
Okay, yeah, we'll probably finish after this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so...
Oh, it's not yet. It's like 9:30.
Yeah, so I'll wrap it up. Alright, so, she decides to stay. I tell her that she can sleep on my chair.
Here it comes.
Really? A fucking chair?
Yeah, well, it's a nice, comfy, big chair with an ottoman and stuff. Like, it was like that oversized chair, like... So it was actually comfortable to sleep in. But, yeah, of course. But again, I was being a dick. I really didn't even want her to stay. Mm-hmm. I wanted her to figure out a way to just get out of my house. But anyway, I had to go to work the next day. So, and at the time I didn't even think about the fact that I'm just leaving this chick that I just broke her heart in my house.
Yeah.
She could have just done all sorts of shit to my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't, because she's a good person.
A better person than you.
Oh yeah, I always date better people than me. It wouldn't work if I dated somebody like myself. So, I go to work, I come home, she's sitting in the chair, she's reading a book, she's just been sitting there the whole day, doing nothing. I asked my roommate, like when I came in, I was like, have you seen Jenny yet? I mean, has she been down or anything? And he was like, no, I haven't seen her at all. I was like, okay. I mean, I figured she had to come out and go to the bathroom or something, but he never saw her, and he was home all day. So I'm assuming she's just been sitting up there the entire time, just like fuming. I don't know. But I go in, and I do the whole like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm just like trying to gauge it before I even like get my body in the door, and she just looks at me and she says, "Can we talk?" And I was like, "Fine. It's not going to change anything. Whatever." So we sit down and we talk, and I mean, we talk for hours. Okay?
Here we go.
Hours. Like, I got home at 5:30. I don't think we got done talking until 2 in the morning. And at about the halfway point, I determined that I was not going to get back together with her, but I was going to make her think I was for the rest of the time that she was here, so that I didn't have to deal with this shit. Okay? And because in my man brain, I said, well, if we can get back together, we can fuck some more.
I'm liking where this is going.
Oh, yeah. So, 2 o'clock in the morning, we've finally gone through the whole process of me saying that, you know, I made a mistake, and, you know, I don't know, it was just a lot of pressure on me and all this stuff, and but I really wanted to be with her, and I just didn't know how to say it to her, and oh yeah. So she took me back.
Of course.
Okay. So that night, we just kind of laid together in bed. We didn't have any sex. We didn't do anything else. We just kind of laid there. Her like spooning me, okay, and stuff, and I can only imagine that she feels contentment and elation at this turn of events, whereas I am just laying there in bed staring at the clock going, it's fucking 4 in the morning and I have to get up in 2 hours because I can't fall asleep.
Yeah,
because this bitch is touching me. I do wake up. I mean, I never really fell asleep, but, you know, I kind of did that in and out thing where all of a sudden you're like, you don't even realize you sort of drifted off, but you wake up and you feel no refreshment whatsoever.
Yeah.
You feel dead inside.
That's how I feel every day.
Yeah. So, I get up and go to work.
Dead.
I come home, and Ginny was a very upbeat person when I wasn't breaking her heart and devastating her.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I'm not that kind of person. Like, I'm a very sedate guy.
Yeah.
But that's why, my wife is very upbeat, too. That's just what I go for, I guess. Probably to counterbalance me.
Yeah, the opposite.
But so, I come home, and she's fucking, like, cleaned my room. she's, like, put away stuff. I mean, like, she full-on cleaned everything. I mean, she's just, like fucking Mary Poppins in there, dude. She's, like, floating on air, like, you know, singing songs and shit. I don't know if she got woodland creatures to help her or what, but, you know, that's what I come home to.
It's not Mary Poppins.
And I don't care. And you don't think Mary Poppins could get woodland creatures to help?
She could. I'm just saying she didn't.
Anything she wanted.
She got penguins to dance in that fucking movie.
Okay.
Well, no, I mean, she's a demon from hell, and I know she can do whatever she wants, but...
Yeah.
There were no woodland creatures in the movie.
No, there weren't.
So you were thinking of something else.
No, there were in my movie.
Oh, I forget. You wrote your own ending.
That's all right.
Okay.
I imagined it in my mind. Alright, so I get home. She's done all this stuff. She's happy to see me. She wants to go out to dinner. She wants to do all this stuff. And, you know, I worked all day on no sleep.
So you just wanted to go to bed.
And I just wanted to fucking lay down. And she would not let me relax. She made me go out. She made me go to a restaurant. She made me do all this shit. So we get home.
Did you have to pay?
Of course. I always pay. I've never had a girl pay, ever. I always pay.
Oh,
That's the difference between our generations.
Well,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
that's not the only difference.
Well, no.
What's the other one?
Women are hotter now.
Yeah, that's true.
They are. But it's not that they're hotter, it's just the old styles were bad. The hair, the clothes.
That's just the way it always looks. Like when I was growing up, you know, the 80s were popular and people like were considered good looking in the 80s, and I look back at that when I was in the 90s and I was like, these people are ugly as fuck. What are you doing? It doesn't mean they weren't actually hot. It just means because there were some pretty hot girls in the 80s and 90s.
For that time.
No, for all time.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, back on topic. Okay, so I get home, we go out to dinner, come back, and she just drives me up the fucking wall. She wants to watch a movie, she wants to do all this stuff, and I'm just like, can I just lay down? Like, you can watch the movie, but I'm going to lay down on the bed and just, you know, relax. And so she's like, she starts pouting. Yeah.
I'm getting like hot and flustered right now, like just like listening to you tell me about it, because I'm like, I know that.
Oh yeah, I know.
I know that feeling
It's a truism
every
for almost
fucking
all
night.
You really do want to be single.
Jeff, in my mind, I already am. How many days do I
I'm glad
have?
to see you've learned from the best.
Yeah. I got a few days until we gotta end it.
Exactly.
I just can't let her listen to this.
Right, exactly. Just keep her from listening to this all the time. Okay, so, I'm trying to lay there, trying to just, like, sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And
She starts touching balls.
pretty close, yeah. I mean, she just, like, starts feeling all over me and, starts nuzzling up against me and stuff like that. And, and on one hand, I'm tired and probably... but on the other hand, it's a woman in my bed, dude.
Yeah, and you'll be more tired after you do.
Exactly, so...
You'll just pass out.
And I figure, she can get on top and she'll do all the work.
Yeah.
And I'll just lay back and, try to keep my eyes open so it looks like I'm actually engaged, but really I'm just going to be, like, sleeping.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm hoping that's the way it'll play out. And it didn't play out that way, but, we do have sex.
Yeah.
We end up fucking for a while. Okay.
Like 5 minutes?
6 hours.
I'm not Sting, dude. I don't do tantric sex. But, no, we were fucking for like an hour or two.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, we were going for a while.
Anything longer than a minute is too long for me.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
I thought you said you didn't talk to Raphael.
Oh, him too. That's right.
Oh, man.
Alright, so we fuck, and then...
Made love, Jeff.
No. There was no love involved in this exchange of bodily fluids. So we're done, and she wants to cuddle, okay, because she was a cuddler.
Oh, I hate girls like that. I can't deal
It's
with that
most
shit.
girls, really.
I can't
it
deal
really
with that
is.
shit, though. I can't deal with it.
I know, but
annoying
you can
after a while.
imagine how I feel, because I'm tired. I just fucked a girl
You don't like her.
who I don't like, who I wish was gone, who I'm faking the rest of this relationship just so she can leave without it being, terrible for us. And then she wants to snuggle. And not just cuddle and snuggle, okay? She wants to talk.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Okay, and this was, I had a couple of girlfriends before this, but this was my first real, like, relationship-y kind of thing. And it was long distance.
Yeah.
So, I didn't have that much experience with girls at this time. So, I didn't know how to really fake it. And I was not in the right mind to be able to do... No, I can fake it like crazy now. Hi, honey.
I think your wife just doesn't give a shit anymore. There's like that
she does.
point, like, in your life where you're just like, you know what, whatever. Like, like a person comes home to you, like, every night, you're just like, it's good enough for me.
Okay.
That's
how you keep the flame going, Jeff.
I guess so.
I'm just
Taking relationship advice from Matt Rudy.
I'm just saying, like, I don't want, like, you can cuddle with me, like, if we're watching a movie, under blankets, then you can cuddle, but don't cuddle on my fucking bed. Like, we cuddle other places, I'm like, you don't cuddle on the bed, you fuck in the bed. You have sex. If you want to cuddle with me while I'm, like, passed out, I'm
Hard
fine,
to
whatever.
imagine while you're still single. Hard to imagine.
Dude, I just get tired of, like, the fucking, like, neediness. It's just like, talk to me.
I understand, but
every
most
time-
men feel that way, but we're good at faking it. Or at least trying to provide
See, with me,
some
like,
emotional...
Even if I tell the
comfort.
truth, like, I always get in trouble.
Well, no
Yeah,
shit.
don't ever tell the truth. Jesus.
Well, I
That's
know-
what I'm about to do in this story, and it's about to fuck us over.
Alright,
Tell
so
the truth, I lie, I get in trouble. Doesn't matter.
finish your story.
Okay, so,
So it is getting late.
I know,
Yeah.
Oh, 10.
we're laying there. She's hugging on me. She wants to talk. And it's at this point that I decide, to go ahead and tell her that, no, I was right the first time.
After that sex.
We're done. Okay? So, again, she starts crying. of course. And then this is when I choose to, it's late and I need to go to work in the morning and I'm tired.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't really have time for this shit. And so I turn to her and I say, can you shut the fuck up? I need to go to bed. So of course that makes her cry harder and louder and proceed to start hitting me.
Yeah.
So I have to restrain her.
And then you raped her.
No. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jeff, you and I are nothing alike.
No.
I thought we were friends.
No. Not rape. Okay. But in the midst of, wrestling again, and after I literally just broke her heart for the second time in a couple of days.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on, but we kind of, I don't know what happened. But we start. I guess I wanted to hate fuck her or something. But we started to have sex again.
Was it at least good? The sex?
Okay, here's where it got weird.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the first time she had ever done this. She had never mentioned anything like this before. I mean, we talked about doing some other stuff. We talked about ass play and stuff like that. But we talked about different stuff. But this, she's got I'm fucking her, and I'm on top, and she's still crying. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't stop. I mean, I'm
possessed.
Most guys are they're not built that way. Once you start going, you're going to continue going until you're done. Okay? But she looks at me straight in the eyes.
An object in motion stays in motion.
Exactly. Until he nuts.
Yeah.
On a t-shirt. But anyway, so she's looking at me right in the eye, and she doesn't make a duck face. Okay? But she looks at me right in the eye and she says, choke me.
Fuck. Whoa.
Okay. And so...
And you were gladly.
Normally, I wouldn't even think about doing something like that. I'm just not into that.
Yeah.
Okay? But, yeah, in that frame of mind, in that position, and I was kind of torn between actually doing it or not. So I started to actually do it and kind of choke her a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay? And so she's crying, and then all of a sudden her face just starts going completely beet red. Okay?
Yeah.
And I'm afraid I'm killing her or something.
Yeah.
So I stop. Okay? And then she looks at me and she's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I was like, I can't do that. I can't do that. All while I'm still fucking her. Okay? Okay? And she's still crying.
Yeah.
And so I pull out and I actually roll off of her because that actually did kill the mood for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not something I'm into, and
I imagine that
it was not the kind of time to do that.
Yeah.
That's something you don't just spring on somebody in the middle of sex. You at least talk about that beforehand to find out, gauge their interest on if they think they can do it or not.
About 15 minutes into it, I'm going to ask you to choke me.
Yeah. At least there's planning involved.
Yeah. I mean, at least say, look, this is something that I'm into or that I have a fantasy about. Can we do this?
Yeah.
Then, I at least would talk about it.
That's why I don't even ask. I just do it. I'm just like, no.
You just start choking bitches.
I just start choking bitches.
Again, why are you single, man?
Nah, I never choked anyway. That's
I
just
just did it the one time, but it freaked me out enough that I actually stopped. And she, this is the thing that really threw me off really, really bad. She got angry at me for stopping. She got full on pissed and started actually getting in my face and yelling at me about it. Now, part of me was thinking she's just emotionally distraught about what all's happened.
Yeah.
And she's just unleashing. But I think she was actually pissed that I stopped fucking her because of that.
Well, yeah, probably.
Yeah, because in a way you're you're I don't know, like in the girl's mind, she's probably like he's not comfortable with the choking thing. Like the choking thing was too weird for him, and that's why he stopped fucking me. And like I'm not weird, and like she, in her mind, she's like thinking that shit. So
right. Well, and that's probably what it is.
And it's like, bitch, you are weird.
Yeah,
like,
no shit. And I told her that. I said, no, hun, that was strange.
Yeah.
That's a weird request. Okay, and you don't just do it in the middle of. No, you don't do that. So, she wanted me to get back to it. That's how she put it, too. Let's get back to it. I was just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, seriously. Okay?
Around like, am I dreaming? Is this a nightmare?
So, I just said, no, I'm going to bed. I have to get up in the morning. I'm going to bed. So, I went to sleep. I went to work the next day. I came back. She's just sitting, like, curled in my bed. Looked like she hadn't moved all fucking day. And, so I'm a little worried. Because who knows what the fuck's going on.
So just like,
oh, dude, it wouldn't have surprised me. That girl had some issues.
Dude, carotene style. She's got 2 fingers up her gooch and a belt around her neck. Then you would have fucked her.
No, but here's the thing. Like,
no, you're not asking. It's already set up.
You asking for it.
I get back. I'm talking to her.
So if you ask me to play Mousetrap, I'm probably going to say no. But if you already got it set up, shit, I want to see that shit go off.
That's true. That's true. You set up a whole big thing of dominoes.
I have, yeah.
Flip that thing so I can see what
I won't
happens.
flick that bean until
That's right, dude.
Something comes out of it.
But anyway, so the next day I get back and I start talking to her, and I'm talking in that. Are you okay? I mean, how are you?
Was it the choking thing?
I'm sorry, but that's just I'm not into that, and so she turns around to me and she's just like, it's fine, just
get back to it.
No. She's like, I'm just gonna lay here. I was like, okay. And I broke up with her for the second time while she was there. But at the same time, I'm a man and I have needs.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
God.
Can we fuck?
Did you
Seriously, I asked that.
Did you ask it like that?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Right.
And she says, do whatever you want. Okay?
Oh, man.
And yes, in normal frames of reference, now I would be like, don't even go near her. Leave the fucking room, dude. Just leave the room. Okay? But in that time, in that Jeff, I was like,
I like this, Jeff.
Unzip
Let's go back. Let's go back to this time.
I think we would have 3 single guys if it happened. But I'm taking my pants off.
So
She's wearing sweatpants, so I just pull her pants down. She's still curled up facing the wall. Seriously. Okay? So I start fucking her from behind while she's curled up. She's not moving. She's not making a sound. She's kind of killing the mood. But, I'm still fucking her.
I feel like sick to my stomach. I feel like I'm in the room with a rapist.
Jeff,
wait, okay?
What you tell
this is
me
the thing, okay?
I have a chance.
Because we had this going on. I was doing that. Mm-hmm. Okay, I finish.
In her?
Yeah, of course.
Condom?
No, she was on the pill.
Okay, this is
actually no. She had the shot.
It was a shot?
What?
Yeah, I don't know if they do it anymore, but
probably not.
It was a shot that you got every 3 months.
They discovered it made bitches crazy.
Probably.
There we go.
That might be what it was. But anyway, so yeah, no, she had a shot, so we didn't even have to take pills or anything. It was great.
We didn't have to take pills.
Well,
kind of Jim Jones fucking.
You know what I mean. Anyway, so that happened.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the next day, again, she never moves, never really talks.
She's still sweatpants around her ankles, cum dripping out of her, just like
No, she pulled
curled
them
up.
up.
A little ball. She pulled him up.
Pulled them up.
With cum panties, like.
Jeff, maybe promise. Please tell this story to your son after his first real breakup. Well, son,
If you want to hear a breakup story,
he's like, when I was 22.
Yeah,
open wide your ears on this.
exactly. So,
Hold on to your seat. He's gonna be a bumpy rat.
but yeah, so that happened. The rest of the night, again, she never left the bed. Okay? I eventually had to go get food, bring it in.
Jesus.
She did eventually eat.
Holy fuck.
I know, it felt like I had a hostage.
That's the way it sounds, Jeff.
No.
Except she was a willing participant.
No, because
Yeah,
she
she
was
was.
stuck
She said
there.
I could do anything. That's what I'm saying. That's what she said. No, but this is the thing. The next day, I come home. Again, she's just like, she wasn't curled in the bed. She was curled in the chair this time.
Yeah.
Not moving or anything. And I was just like, are you okay? I mean,
You want me to fuck you again?
no. I decided it probably wasn't worth it to try and do that anymore. So, plus I didn't enjoy it as much when she didn't move.
Yeah.
So, but she finally says, well, I can't believe you had sex with me last night. And I was like, well, you told me I could. I asked you. And then she was like, yeah, but I didn't want to do anything. I was like, then say that. Don't just say, I don't care. Just do whatever you want. Because I was very literal at that point.
If you could tell. By my dick penetrating
If you don't enumerate what I can't do.
Oh my god. This story is like.
It's golden.
I feel dirty. I feel dirty. I feel like I need to take a shower.
I know. Hey, you told me you wanted me to break out the stories. This is one of them.
Fuck.
This is one of the big ones.
This is a twist ending M. Night Shyamalan really could really direct.
But so we're sitting there and she's laying this, whole thing about she didn't want to have sex, she didn't want to do anything, she didn't really want me touching her, and stuff like that. I was like, you gotta tell me this. I mean, Jesus Christ, now I feel terrible. I feel like I raped you or something.
Well, yeah.
That wasn't rape, dude.
Well,
that wasn't rape at all.
No, that wasn't.
That was not rape.
It could have been illegitimate rape.
Well, I can't dispute that. But, it's really just a lack of communication. That's what this all boils down to. Okay, if she had been more direct and forthright and said, I don't want to do anything with you ever again, leave me alone, I'm not going to be fucking her. Okay? But when I say, well, you want to fuck? And you say, I don't care, just do whatever you want, then it's fair game, dude. Okay? So, anyway, but yeah, she made me feel bad. That's how I explain it now.
That's all on her.
It's all on her, dude. She made me feel terrible about it, like I was the bad guy.
That bitch is crazy.
But I learned from my mistake, right?
Yeah.
On the very last day, like literally 2 hours before I was going to take her to the airport, we've gotten to this point where we were, we finally got civil to each other towards the end, but it was not like we were really in a relationship. It was like being friends.
Mm-hmm.
We would just like sit there next to each other watching a movie, not acknowledging, talking to each other at all in any way. But a couple hours before, she wants to lay down in bed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But I learned not to fuck her.
It's like Pavlov's dog.
Exactly. So, this is the best, dude. You know what I did? While we're laying there, she's laying face down on the bed. I'm laying face up next to her.
Start beating it?
Even better, when I came, it shot into her hair.
God.
And she had been kind kind of like asleepish.
Yeah.
Because she didn't realize what I was doing. She didn't feel it. Anything like that.
You're joking.
So all of a sudden that happens, and she just like jerks out of it. She's like, "What was that?" And I was torn between not saying anything and actually telling her what happened.
Yeah.
So I told her. And she was like, "Why would you do that?" And I was like, "Well, I didn't mean to like get it." So I wasn't like aiming it. And she was like, "No, Jeff, I could have done something for you." And I was like, "Fucking mixed signal, bitch." And then I drove her to the airport.
Oh, God.
And that was the last time I ever saw her. I'll tell you, well...
Did you ever talk to her after that?
Okay, here's the addendum to that story. I drove her to the airport. Mm-hmm. She still wanted me to...
She blew me while I drove there.
No. Nah, I'd already gotten off. I didn't... I was good for a few hours. So, I drive her to the airport. We get to the gate. Mm-hmm. This was back when you could actually go with people to the gate.
Yeah.
And actually stand there with them if you weren't flying. And so, I take her to the actual terminal, then to the gate, and I'm standing there with her, and she starts crying because she's leaving and she knows that we're probably not going to see each other again.
Oh, yeah.
But I think she's still hopeful that that we're going to be friends and talk, and eventually maybe something will happen. I don't know. In my mind, we were already done, so it didn't matter to me. So we're standing there at the gate, and she says, and I said, "Okay, well, you're going to be boarding pretty soon, so I'm going to go." And she's like, "You're not gonna stay and watch?" And I was like, "Watch the plane take off?" Because I mean, really, what was gonna happen? Like, what? Exactly. No. But okay, so I said, "Oh, yeah, I can do that." And so she gets on the plane.
True gentleman.
I'm standing there, and I watch, and she has the gangway and everything, and then it makes that like turn. Yeah. Okay. As soon as I saw her turn, I turned around and started walking. Okay. And I get back to my car and I drive home. And the whole drive home, I'm like, yes, it's all done. I'm over. It's finished. Yeah. And I'm supposed to call her that night just to make sure she gets home okay and everything's good. And she can't call me because I don't have a phone. You can't call this thing. I can only call her.
Yeah.
So I get home. I think I went out to a movie. I went out to dinner.
You enjoyed life.
I basically just enjoyed being single and free, and and then I get home, and it's about the time I probably should call her, and I'm like, nah, I don't really care. So I don't call her. Okay. So the next day, I have an email from her that says, "Hey, I don't know if I missed your call. But because I didn't get home until really late." She's like, "But I know you already know why." And that's all the email said. And I was thinking,
if I don't know
why would I know what? But I decide, I don't really care enough to find out the actual particulars of this conversation, so I don't email her back. And I still don't call her. 2 days later, I get another email from her that says, "I'm really hurt that you didn't call to find out if I'm okay. Did you stay at the airport?" And that time I was like, well, I don't want to seem like a dick.
Sure.
So I write back and I'm like, "Yeah, I stayed at the airport the whole time." And that's all I said.
She never got on the plane?
No, she got on the plane.
This is not the one that she was supposed to get on?
No, that was the right one. They had a 3-hour mechanical delay on the tarmac. And then the whole flight home apparently was in a major storm. that stretched like from Portland to Kansas. Because she said she flew back the entire way in this huge storm, and there was like turbulence everywhere. People, they couldn't get out of their seats, they couldn't do anything. Yeah. And she hated to fly anyway. This was like the death flight for her. Like, she was afraid the entire way home that she was going to die. And when she got home, I hadn't called. I didn't email her to find out if everything was okay. And then I lied to her and said that I had stayed at the airport, when obviously I had not. So, yeah. So that was
Did she email you back?
Yeah, she emailed me that. She told me the whole story. That's how I know about it.
I know, but like, what'd she say to you? She was like, "You fucking liar."
Well, yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But that's okay.
Man, that was a fucking great story. I'm not gonna lie, that was
There's so many twists and turns and cum shots.
I've done some living. Don't worry, I got tons of stories.
I think that was a shit, man.
Wait till we talk about Jill.
I see a lot of myself.
The Jill story is my favorite.
Jill story is pretty good.
That's my favorite. We're not gonna go into that.
No, not right now.
Not right now. We're not
these out every once in a while.
What is our? How long have we been doing this?
Hour 45.
We'll wrap it.
Yes.
It's good time.
All right, guys. That was story time with Matt, Jeff, and Blake. Get my notes up.
Yeah, these are just for their edification. These are cautionary tales.
Yeah.
For the viewers and listeners out
Basically
there.
saying caution. If you don't do this, you're not going to have fun.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't follow this kind of pattern, you will not have good stories like this to tell other people.
When you're in your early 20s, just be a dick.
Just be a dick to everyone.
A dick to everyone.
But especially to girls you fuck.
Oh, especially. I learned that lesson late in life.
Yeah, you'll make up for lost time.
I know.
Don't worry, there's a lot of dick going on in you.
I was just like, wait a minute. I'm not going to agree to any of that.
Alright. So, we're going to use the number 3 for all of these. Don't spell it out.
The number 3.
Twitter.com/3stuffguys. So follow us there. Nothing ever is posted on there, so whatever. Facebook.com/3stuffguys. Become a fan of our page, and we upload the videos on there. YouTube.com/3stuffguys is where we'll have all of the episodes. And 3stuffguys.libsyn.com is the site that hosts our podcast for iTunes. So you can search on iTunes for 3 Stuff Guys and subscribe to us on that, rate and review us, do the same for YouTube and all that crap. And then we want to thank Raphael for the use of our theme song called Get Stuffed off the just never ever happening Donuts, Bacon, and Cookies. And he DJs and stuff. King Charles Productions is his Facebook shit.
When you have a gay wedding, you're shit out of luck.
You're shit out of luck because he's going to fuck everyone in there. He's not going to do his job. Matt just farted.
He walks in, smorgasbord!
The Swedish chef. Alright, and then we still got an app that's coming out, I guess.
Eventually.
Okay. So be on the lookout. We'll announce it when it actually comes out.
Will we?
We will.
We don't want to just surprise people.
No.
On the news.
Oh, and then we also got some extra little videos, pictures, sound stuff. If you go to lemonparty.org, you can see all that stuff there.
Yes.
And then if you go to penisland.com, we have merchandise there.
Lots of good, high-quality merchandise.
Just high-quality everything.
Should you remind them again that we're not going to be...
Yeah, and then this episode will be the last for 2 weeks. So, the end of October. Hopefully, I think the end of October, last week of October, we'll have, on that Tuesday, we'll have episode 11, hopefully. But yeah, that's it. We're gonna be in Italy for 2 weeks, so you guys are on your own. That's a good send off.
Fitting in.
I don't know shit. Alright, well.
Okay.
That's it.
Alright.
Keep it pumping.
YOLO.